not necessarily for our game, but for all the peripherals that they've provided and the computers that you see on stage and direct TV now. But coming to you live and direct is this first match here between Anti and MKLeo. Obviously, the tweet about his Mario was a lie, because here it is. Here it is.
Yeah, that is classic Anti right there. Not too shocked to see his Mario come out. However, we've seen MKLeo against Ally a whole bunch recently. I believe he's beaten Ally. It could have been 7 to 10 times in a row in Marth versus Mario. Now we have the same matchup coming out between Anti and MKLeo.
Really nice start off here from Leo, actually, though. Got like a bunch of up airs in there. Put Anti around 62%, but now, Anti's starting to bring it back. Slowly but surely, just barely getting out of that down throw to forward air, but would have landed on stage anyway, so would have taken a lot of damage regardless.
That balloon actually almost helping to get a tippered up air from MKLeo, and one of the good things about Anti, he loves to roll. And MKLeo sometimes will try to space out where he's just out the distance where you can't run up to him, but rolling can actually get behind him, especially versus a character like Marth.
Okay, Anti just barely making it back on stage right here. Gets the back throw, pushing him right back off. Kept that balloon for the extra points, but is it going to be enough for him to get back on stage? Looks like Leo kind of had it scouted out, but going to take that up smash instead.
Good, nice wait for the air dodge. However, that wasn't a KO percent. That's likely why MKLeo did go for the air dodge, knowing he'll likely still live. But now we have Mario at Rage. So throw combos can KO, and the same thing from Marth, actually. One grab to up throw, it's over.
Oh, okay, the good stuff right there from Anti. Kind of know that his options were pretty limited right there after he had to re-grab that ledge. So immediately tried to buffer on that roll, and Anti was there to snuff it out with that down smash. So.
All right, and there's no rage, but no air dodge coming out. Good stuff by Anti. He is avoiding that air dodge, knowing that MKLeo is waiting for it, and just racking on some extra credit.
Yeah, that could have been a clean stock take right there. Just an up smash, possibly even finishing his dancing play with the dancing play up. But either way, Leo kind of struggling to get this stock. Oh my God, sit him down.
Okay. All right, that is a lot of percent. He's going to keep racking it up. It seems like MKLeo is having trouble getting his jab to F-tilt combos, or even just a grab, but that run up fair will be able to take the stock.
Tipper too, man. Had to go ahead and guarantee that stock was going to be gone. Again, sneaking on stage right there with that up air to the up tilt. Still going in right here.
And this is what I was afraid of. At these lower percents, Marth is extremely good at racking on these combos. He's able to hit you at pretty much the last frame where you're vulnerable and get the combo to continue. But it's the same thing for Mario. Actually, a little bit easier to get the combos with Mario.
Yeah, for a second, I thought he was going to get hit with the analysis paralysis when, like, you have so many options to punish, and then you just go for the grab. But he actually got a lot of damage off that, so shout out to Anti knowing how much damage he can get off of that grab after that dolphin slash miss. So either way,
now this is very
wow, good grab
actually from Mario due to the, oh my goodness, and we saw that earlier. An up B from Ally that did a stage spike, but it was at like 0% against Void. This time, it was at high percent. Good stuff to Anti for just up being at the perfect time to take out MKLeo and get that surprise KO.
Yeah, man. And here in this PAX Arena, we're actually doing 2 out of 3 the entire way through for this day. So, I mean, Ally, MKLeo has his back to the ropes right now, trying to figure out what character is going to go next. If he's even going to switch, his Cloud is just about as dominant, if not even more dominant than his Marth. But looking at the screen, it looks like he's going to go ahead and stay with the matchup here.
Definitely a good choice. I feel like he had a little bit of struggle getting the KO the first stock, and I think he knows that if he's able to get that KO early, he'll be able to gain the lead, add on some extra damage, and just be able to take the game. So now we're seeing Town and City a lower ceiling, I believe.
Yes. That is very true right there. Also with this induction of, introduction of these extra platforms could be a problem depending on how you land on them.
Ooh, but Anti's doing really good landing or standing right where MKLeo lands, getting that grab. Almost a 3rd time in a row right there.
Okay. Yeah, good tech right there, just in case. I mean, you never want to not tech on that platform. You never know when it's going to leave.
Very true.
There it is right there, and Anti looking for a lot right there.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Looking like classic MKLeo, getting Mario off the ground. That's one of the best things you want to do. Keep Mario from standing on the ground to get these grabs. Keep him in the air. He can't do too much. And there goes a roll behind again. Anti's doing so well with that against MKLeo especially.
I'm kind of surprised MKLeo's not catching on to that a lot more. I feel like that's Anti's kind of only approach at that point in time after his shield gets hit from like max range. Like he has to roll in if he wants to get a good position.
And I'm already waiting for it. I feel like he's looking for that back roll. There it is again, but this time he rolled and landed in front of MKLeo. So MKLeo is increasing his spacing to watch out for these rolls this time around.
Yeah. Time around though, and it looks like the down throw not going to get too much off of that, but still the chase down, gets a down smash here on the other side.
Wow, that is some extreme patience coming out from Anti. He's always waiting that extra frame to be able to get the hit on MKLeo because he knows MKLeo is playing defensive. Waiting for Anti to make it first, but there's the jab to F tilt. We were expecting to see the first game. Actually got it this time around 100%, but he's getting KO'd already? No.
I was actually expecting, oh wow, maybe the fake trump right there, or maybe just the miss trump in general. But yeah, I was kind of expecting to get that jab to F tilt, the first jab before that one. However, Anti gonna fire back immediately with that down smash, get himself right back into the game. Only 4%, no real deficit here. Well, you can see my man MKLeo trying to add it up right now.
Yeah, you see him actually looking out for the rolls again. However, Anti's getting it to work, but he's not getting the grab that he's looking for. Clean spacing coming out from Leo.
Great little back air right there. Tip and everything. Ooh, but Anti actually getting punished for getting a hit there.
Yeah, Anti's noticing that MKLeo's jumping a lot. This is Marth we're talking about. So Marth's usual approach is going to be jump there, jump up air. He's looking out for that and was able to stuff him with that neutral air. But can he recover?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he actually touched the ground right there. Luckily for him, though, didn't get sent too far away and also didn't get tippered. Gets back on stage. Should be able to get a lot of damage here. Actually, MKLeo must have DI'd up and out of that situation.
Yeah, very good DI. He also could up B out of some of Mario's combos too. However, he just DI'd up, knew it would work, but he's at 131% on Anti. That's almost throw KO percent. I actually believe this is throw KO percent now, so we will see a lot of perfect pivot aways. 2 grabs.
Okay, that's still living right there, just barely. 152, he's clearly in a broken single at this point in time.
Wow, very shocked to see Mario still alive. He did not want to fight against Rage
Nice.
Mario. But that's going to be a clean KO coming up from MKLeo with that neutral air. It's now 1-1 Anti versus MKLeo. Will this be the first time that Anti takes a set off of MKLeo?
I mean, it's possible. He was looking very dominant in that first game, but it seems like MKLeo kind of found his footing there in that second game. But as we said, you know, we kind of pointed out Anti was getting away with a lot of those roll-ins, and it seems like MKLeo kind of adjusted his spacing to a lot more retreating neutral airs to catch that roll-in after whatever he decided to do. You know, jab into neutral air, down tilt into neutral air. Just catching a lot of Anti's approach options right there. It's kind of making it hard for Anti to get in, so he's either going to have to slow it down or, you know, pick another character.
Yeah, I do.
You got other characters in the pocket there.
Maybe we'll see that Bayonetta that Anti's been talking about, saying he wants to be one of the future best Bayonetta mains. He's been practicing the character a whole lot. However, it's still new, so he didn't take out Bayonetta at the last week's tournament Shine. However, this has been a week. He's been practicing a lot, I believe, with Anti and MKLeo and Larry this whole weekend. I want to see if he's able to take that out, or if he'll just likely stay Mario. But I do think MKLeo is a monster versus Mario.
We could see it, man. We could see it. I mean, honestly, I feel like it's the same way, man. You know, after he started kind of consistently beating Ally, you kind of saw that matchup start to get farther and farther away from him. So actually, MKLeo, even after winning, is going to go ahead and switch to the Cloud. The old guaranteer, man. I actually have a command in my chat that's, you know, the answer is just Cloud. Cloud. You know, you still want to, you think it's the Bayonetta, but it's actually still Cloud.
Yeah, I do agree with that. And Cloud does have a sword. Mario has a little bit of trouble getting in. If MKLeo can space very well, up airs, fairs, and back airs, he'll be able to be fine. But if he lets Anti go in a little too much like he's doing right now, he won't be able to rack up any damage.
Yeah, Anti was like looking real hungry to try to get that limit out of the way. MKLeo going to use that platform to his advantage and recover a little. Oh, and that's going to clip that limit. Nice neutral air here from Anti.
Oh my gosh, Anti with the amazing cross-ups, going very hard for that fair. If he had done that, I feel like this entire set would have been his.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, but he still has a solid lead right here, and I do not think he's going to be able to make this one back. Oh, never mind. Magna hands from deep.
Oh, this is MKLeo's chance. If he did not make it back there, likely would have lost, but that's an early stock KO coming out from Anti. Not too sure if Cloud was the best choice for this.
Well, I mean, hindsight's always like, you know, 2020, man. So.
It's really hard to tell. However, it is Cloud. Cloud can KO people at 50%. Cloud is very strong. Cloud's very quick, so there's still a chance that MKLeo could bring this back, especially if he takes off his stock before taking like at least 50% or so.
And to be completely honest, it looks like he's actually getting spaced out by Mario, which is a hard feat to do. But also, I mean, it kind of says a little bit about his Cloud space right now. It's like a little sloppy. However, he's starting to get right back here into the game. Got 105 on the board, which means, I mean, that's one cross slash away.
Yep, and we're likely going to see a lot of backers forwarders at this point, knowing that it can KO, but Anti, is he going to go crazy off stage? No, stays safe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yep, that should
be. He's done.
All right, but
I thought maybe with like no DIDI, he might have been able to hit that top corner, but no, that man was gone.
All right, so let's see if we can see MKLeo start with the up air combos. That's probably the best things to do with Cloud at these lower percents, and here we go. Keeping Mario in the air. Ooh, questionable back air.
And again, you know, we were saying that MKLeo had to clean up just a little bit, and it seems like he's playing more of the defensive game, and it's working out in his favor, which is kind of surprising to me. I feel like Anti, with him having the percent lead, could have played the more defensive game. Gets the trade here.
Wow, went way off the stage to get that neutral air. That was very crucial. He needed that to be able to stuff the limit out and force Leo to use the limit, but wasn't able to get it. And now he's fishing for that up smash, knowing it will KO at this percent. But one side B cross slash from MKLeo.
Okay, just barely gets through that, but MKLeo still keeping on the pressure, even if he did not get that stock with the cross slash.
Ooh, this is a tough position for MKLeo. He's going to have to space very safe to avoid this up smash, but Anti just wings it out and gets that clean KO. First time he's able to take a set off of MKLeo. Congratulations to Anti, starting off the group stage B with a win.
I was actually kind of surprised